last class, next Tuesday will be our final class. So we're gonna kind of wrap up sustainability today. Next Tuesday we'll just come together, really talk about some career prospects, have some snacks, and maybe ask any questions about career opportunities, advice, counsel if needed. We have some group presentations. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Johnny Steve, ready to go? Ready to go? Good. I'll maybe lecture in between, just kind of spread it out. And yeah, try to get in anything that you're missing assignment-wise, try to get that in before Thursday, next Thursday. Right? So if there's anything that you're missing, get that in by next Thursday. So yeah, back to sustainability, right? So why is this so important? Well, over the last maybe 30 years, citizens haven't been able to trust the government to solve social problems, right? And there are many social problems out there. So in terms, citizens and consumers have looked towards corporations to try to help address societal issues. So in some way, shape, or form, companies, especially when they get very big, have been looked at as almost some sort of government entity, a social entity that can do good, that can change things. Since most people feel that they can't truly rely on their government or the politicians who run their government. So it's become extremely important in the mind of consumers and stakeholders and shareholders and everyone involved that companies try to solve problems within their local communities, larger society as well. Right? So it's become very critical as a part of a business plan, or even a marketing plan, that there's an emphasis or a focus on sustainability. Right? So we're always just thinking on the for-profit side, and we're like, hey, how can we make more money? We could be missing a huge chunk by saying we're not making money because we actually don't stand for anything. We don't do anything good. We don't transform or change the community in which we operate at all. We just exist there. Hope people come into the store and buy stuff. Right? Competitors know that. Good competitors are out there, like I say, giving away turkeys on Thanksgiving, have a recycling plan, recycling strategy for their clothing store. Right? Maybe if they're a restaurant, they give away free food to the homeless at different times. They set aside food to do sorts of things, and they promote that, right? They let the world see what they're doing. And in turn, we say, hey, that's a good place, that's a good business, I like what they're doing. Right? I want to get involved, I want to get interested. And even investors. Investors say, hey, I like what you're doing over there. You appear to be doing something socially good, something for the common well-being of others. Thus, I want to get involved and give you some money to help prop up that business. I don't want you to fail. I think what you got here is something good. I want you to grow. I want you to succeed. So it has a lot of great benefits, right? Investors. Government recognizes it as well, too. Maybe they can ease off some of the compliance and legislature to help support that business. Maybe they give them offer grants, subsidies, something of the sort. Right? And consumers most importantly recognize it because they say, hey, you align with my values, and that's important to me. Right? We're becoming sort of a value-driven society as we get more connected. We truly, human beings, we are tribal creatures by nature. So we tend to be with those who are familiar to us, right? Whether it's physically, ideologically, what have you. But now since we're all connected via the internet, and smartphones, etc., it's kind of hiding that tribalism. We want to be associated with people who share the same way we think, right? Same ideologies. Sort of hyper-tribalism at this stage. All right, so in this marketing is a business imperative. It's not just something that, hey, you should do it. No, it's something you absolutely have to do in order to be successful in this day and age. Okay, companies work to make a difference in their community through their decisions in support of the environmental programs. Right? Those who have a concern for their environment tend to reduce waste. Right? Depending on if you're in the clothing business, hey, you want to have a recycling program, a buyback program. You want to reduce waste. Fashion industry leaves a ton of carbon footprint, right, on the community. Something to be considered. What are you doing about that carbon footprint that you're leaving? Benefits of a purpose-driven business strategy include enhanced brand recognition, right? This is actually good promotion. Promotion of this is advertising of a different kind. Really public relations, communications about what we stand for, right? Our message. Reduce costs. Increasing efficiency, right? Thinking about the small details of the business. You're like, hey, what if we swap out this fleet of vehicles we have for electric vehicles? Would that be more efficient for us? Cost-wise, I don't know. Right? What if we change our packaging to something more recyclable, sustainable? What if we eliminate the plastic in the package? Right? Small details matter. Every little detail matters in the business. Like, not only will that be more efficient than us, it actually be more environmentally friendly. Our customers may know this. We can put that on the package. Right? Hey, you recycle this. This is environmentally friendly packaging. Right? It shows that you care and that you stand for something. Easier regulatory compliance, right? Depending on the nature of the business or the industry that you're in, you may be towing the line on some compliance, right? Say if you're in the waste removal business, right? And you may be towing the line on things that you're dumping. Right? Being a little bit more efficient, thinking about efficiency helps you ease being under some sort of regulatory compliance. And then enhance return on investment. Once we say you reduce waste, you make more money. Very simple. You're making things more efficient. Do you even have too many employees on the floor? That's even minimizing waste too, right? Because you're scheduling that. Right? You're very wasteful. You have too much energy, right? But most importantly, it's the way that you operate your business really efficient so that it makes sense to create a return on the investment. So here are the benefits, right? The enhanced brand recognition, reduced costs, improved effectiveness, easier regulatory compliance, waste minimization, enhanced ROI. Brands that incorporate purpose earn enhanced brand recognition for their work, which can become a competitive advantage as a result in higher profitability. Customers take notice, they recognize it, they post about it, they share that information about what you're doing, and that results in more customers. Sustainability practice often carry an upfront cost. However, over time, these costs typically return to cost reduction. You know, we're talking about like how McDonald's changed the packaging, but they're probably making a lot of money now because of that. They've reduced a lot of waste. Maybe upfront to do all that, to change the packaging, yeah, it's probably very costly. Maybe over a 2-3 year period, you start to see the results of that change. For example, investing human capital is an area of importance because potential new employees could consider purpose, well-being, culture, diversity, equity, inclusion, and deciding where to work, which means you may not have high turnover. Like, why do you have high turnover? Because you have a very poor culture, workplace culture. You don't give people time off. It's not a very diverse culture. Everyone looks alike, thinks alike. It may seem a little bit biased, oppressive in some way, discriminatory in some way. It doesn't really align with the values of the larger society. It doesn't provide equity, giving other people opportunities that others may have more privilege. All right, so companies are also responsible for following international, national, and local laws. Sustainability agenda goes beyond companies' legal obligations and extends to serving the world better. That's why I said we're going beyond what we're asked to do, right? And those take notice, and they become kind of attached to the company in some way of thinking that the company could help provide social services, social well-being, the social good, just like the government. And in that mindset, the company is actually, consumers feel they shouldn't fail. So if the company is suffering from something, consumers will get behind it and sort of gear up to prop that company up. Because I almost see them as some sort of substitute for government, right? All right, here's some key measures of sustainable marketing strategy. Let's see what this says. As with any business strategy, goals and metrics are also important with a sustainability strategy. Organizations expect a return on investment when resources are committed. Even with sustainability work, organizations can look at several factors to determine the financial return of sustainability efforts. So here are the key measures of success for having that ROI, right? You say you don't want to do good and lose money, right? You don't want to change business practices to lose money. You don't want to change operations to lose money. That doesn't make sense. We're in the business of making profits, so you have to make it make sense. Here they're saying are the key measures. Investor interest, right? Okay. Will you bring more interest in terms of investments? Brand value. Just, more recognition to your brand. Revenue, employee well-being, planet impact, and world improvement. Also, looking at these, how can each factor provide a return on investment? Is one more important than the other? And make a list of what makes up each of these factors. You don't necessarily have to make a list. Maybe point out 3 things. But these factors, how can investor interest provide a return on investment? Obviously, that one seems pretty simple to understand. How can brand value, how can employee well-being increase return on investment? Which one is the most important? What sort of ranking would you put? So I give you a few minutes to talk about that with your group. Right? Which one is more important? How can each one of these increase ROI? Give some examples. better you treat your employees, the harder that they will work for you, be motivated to work and be successful, right? Okay. How about here? Okay. So brand value, right? We say, hey, in the minds of the consumer, what that brand stands for is maybe the most important thing, right? What it stands for. It could be sustainable efforts, but most importantly, what they stand for overall. All right, over here, anything?
Yeah, we said that world improvement, we think is probably like one of the most important just because investors are probably more likely to invest in a company if the company is like specifically for some type of issue around the world. So like for example, like Tesla is trying to kind of get rid of emissions and like renewable energy. And obviously they went electric and they're such a big business because people see the value.
Yeah, you know, say, hey, you know what? Maybe the most important thing is speaking up as a corporation about an issue, right? You become part of a huge, huge conversation around the world that a lot of people are interested in, right? As opposed to being silent, but you're going to engage in those issues. Well, you're missing out on a lot of people who potentially become some sort of stakeholder with you, right? You get behind a movement, behind something there, and that can build return on investment. Once again, that exposes you to say, hey, okay, I know what you're standing for. You have a movement, a cause, a mission, some sustainability effort, and investors around the world, right? Hey, I agree that you should be supporting this. You want to get some money behind you, right? You know some people. Give you some more money as a corporation. All right.
That's it. Look at it like trees at the end of all that when you go spend $2 million experience there, that the experience itself is that much cheaper. You don't want to pay, hundreds of people's tickets, $12 for a soda, like stuff like that doesn't matter as much to you. The experience is that valuable to you.
All right, so brand value once again, but here we're saying experience, right? The image of the brand, even if we're talking about sports, is more than the team, right? More so than the team is about the food, the conversation, the environment, the sounds, all of that. Over here.
When you say most important, I feel like it's important to say like the perspective as well. When you talk about how, from an ethical perspective, obviously world improvement and goodwill being are two important ones. But then if you want to talk about like a strictly business perspective and brand value, of course.
Brand.
I'm not gonna ask if it's bad that
Okay. So the profit-driven mission, brand value. What about for like ethical?
I think it's just like
About improvement?
yeah, just really cool.
Okay. All right. All right, so we got some principles. Actually, no, let me stop here, and I'll let group one come talk, and we'll come back to this. All right, we got Johnny's Beef coming over to give us their final sort of pitch, marketing pitch. Give it a second. Are there different Do you have two plugs that you go to? Like, was there a secondary one in there? Maybe you could zone in, make it bigger.
Okay, so this is our final marketing plan on Johnny's Beat. So we already went over our company profile and found.
Are you able to zoom in and?
Oh, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Founded in 1961, by Johnny Meadows. It is now owned by his son-in-law, Frank. They make their own beef, Jardiniere, lemon, Italian ice, and the shop's cash only. At Johnny's Beef, we are committed to serving you high quality food at a fast pace. Our mission is to serve our neighborhood with delicious food for all ages to enjoy at any time. The target market for Johnny's Beef is Chicago residents who bring their appetite and value quality food and experiences. While our product could satisfy any customer seeking totality, we will focus our resources on our loyal customers and to reach others in surrounding areas.
So overview of strategy we talked about. The features of 3D printed sausage, model and post, encouraging customers to share pictures, offer discounts or loyalty rewards for sharing experiences online, create a consistent message across our mail, email, and social media. And then the simplicity in our object and approach reflects our desire to reach new audience and build loyalty. The beauty of object is becoming a staple of Johnny's culture, something right now to connect. So our promotion strategy enhances connection with Chicago's community. Johnny's Beef should engage in local events and sponsorships. Participation in the Taste of Chicago and Farmers Market can increase visibility, and also sponsoring high school sports teams and collaborating with local charities will strengthen community ties. This is positioning Johnny's as a local favorite. In 2024, shop online presence is crucial for engaging existing customers and drawing new ones. Johnny's Beef should utilize social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to produce visually appealing content. So, for example, featuring their iconic Italian beef sandwiches with high-quality images or videos of the preparation can attract attention and generate interest. So, Johnny's Beef could adapt a point system allowing customers to earn points for every dollar spent, which can be exchanged for discounts, complimentary items, or exclusive products. Johnny's Beef can enhance its status by prioritizing community involvement, digital marketing, and customer loyalty. By forming partnerships, launching targeted online campaigns, and offering personalized rewards, the restaurant will cultivate a dedicated customer base and drive new customers.
So for the budget, it's hard to come up with a number for Johnny because it's all cash related, so you can't find anything on their revenues or anything like that. But I did an estimate on all these products. So for their beef, it's about $9 per pound, and each pound serves about like 6 to 8 beef sandwiches. For their bread, they use Toronto bread, which is about $2.25 per loaf. For their peppers, $2.95 per pint, $5.90 per quart, the cost to make the peppers. And their sausages are about $1.50 per piece of sausage, but it can be added to any of the beef sandwiches. This is the cost to actually obtain the product, not their sell. So it costs $35 to make a sandwich, but their sandwiches are about $8. That's not like how many add-ons or if you want to get the sausage inside. So they make about 50% profit. Their profit margin is about 50%.
marketing, maybe do some direct mail stuff, social media stuff, so good job. Let's get our other group up here.
Okay, opportunity knock Chicago strategic marketing. Okay, executive summary. Purpose, overview of the marketing plan goals and alignment with the opportunity knocks mission. Key objectives, increase awareness of opportunity knocks program services by 30% within 12 months. Grow donations and funding by 25% within the next year. And then increase program participation by 30% in underserved areas of Chicago within the next 6 months. Summary of approach, focus on digital marketing, partnerships with targeted outreach to engage the community and stakeholders.
Market overview, industry trends, more people care about businesses doing good for their communities and environment. Companies that support important causes or give back are gaining more attention and trust. Target market, young adults with different abilities, families, and underdeserved Chicago neighborhoods. Competitive landscape, companies with local nonprofit, differentiated by a strong staff, participant ratio, and hands-on culture.
different types of marketing principles. One is the customer value, right? Provide customer maximum utility to customers. Next, innovative, right? Using media as a method for capturing attention, which we just talked about here. Mission driven, purpose of the brand, right? Using company's core mission and purpose as the foundation for marketing strategies. And then lastly, society, right? Sustainable strategies, fulfill social responsibility obligations, satisfying customers' needs, wants, and their values. Brand purpose. Hey, people want more than just a good product at a fair price. They want more, right? Customers want to feel that, you align with their values. You satisfy all sorts of stakeholders. You satisfy your employees, your investors, your customers, suppliers. You give back to the community. You don't just exist in the community, right? You contribute. These brands that put these purpose create ways for people to experience purpose. They speak up, even when it's difficult, costly to do so. Bombas, which is like a sock and clothing company, has donated more than 5 billion items. Basically, they've had a program, if you buy one, we donate, right? You buy something, we donate something. Allbirds was another clothing company vowed to be carbon neutral always, right? So having sustainability and eliminating carbon footprint. Dove, right, had a campaign for real beauty. Let's see what that looks like. I have that here. Let's see Dove. All right, so Dove had a campaign called Real Beauty, right? It was a global survey that showed that only 2% of women felt that they were beautiful. And you would think, why? Well, maybe because all the advertisements that a lot of these companies push out in terms of women's bodies, you're using models, right? Filtered, they're photoshopped, they're edited, and you're using all these models. You're not using real people, right? So Dove decided to have this campaign where they would promote female beauty of the average. Female beauty of the average woman. Anyway, so it's an advertisement showing average women together in an ad, right, of different body sizes, different colors, shapes, features, et cetera, right? And Dove felt like, hey, this is good for promoting the general good of female beauty, right? Because of this study found that only 2% of women felt that they were beautiful, right? So it's obviously looking at all these advertisements, and we're using Photoshop filtered models in their promotion. Good. It was satisfactory for customers and investors and stakeholders, but then also it had some sort of backlash component to it as well. Because Unilever is the parent company of Dove, and Unilever also owns Axe, right? Axe products. And Axe has its own sort of campaigns were promoted, kind of sexualizing women, right? Very misogynistic sort of commercials and things of that nature. So they're kind of conflicted, right, with this promotion here, this campaign. They also own another brand, I think it's called Fair and Lovely. it may have backfired to some degree too. So it's like, we gotta be very careful in these efforts and the campaigns that we're gonna use, because we may have conflict of interest in other ways. Let's see. And then Procter Gamble is a prime example of a brand that is intentional about inclusion. You know, on their website, they'll show you the number of people who are multicultural that work for the organization at executive levels. And so Procter Gamble always try to promote diversity, equity, inclusion to some degree. I'm not sure what's going on with the projector, but all right, I'll let the next group come up. Who is our next group?
Okay, so this is our final working presentation for the Cook Athletic Exposition. I'll just do a brief overview of our company profile, just a little bit of review. It's a well-established local company in LaGrange, Illinois. They've built a strong reputation for providing continuous support to athletes, teams, event organizers. They build close relationships with engaging the community around them. They have a beautiful facility for rentals, special occasions. They're founded in 2006 and now have a team of over 50 employees. Annual revenue is estimated about over $5 million. They have a 150,000 square foot facility and a plethora of amenities, and including private gymnasiums, elevated deck court, and 2 basketball courts for use of rentals and events. They make an ideal venue for a wide range of activities and athletic and community events. And for the annual revenue for its employees is around $44,000, while the directors can have around $144,000.
Our mission statement is care and mass. We are committed to supporting mindfulness for our patients, bringing the community together, continuing diverse recreational activities, and promotional wellness, and
environment for attendees, especially at mass events. Some of our weaknesses, one major area for improvement is marketing limitation due to the efficiency of its marketing, causing it to be more restricted, making the awareness amongst the future clients and attendees pretty low. Poorly focused outreach or online marketing will impede the venue's possibility of acquiring new businesses and expanding event offerings. The operational costs cause the upkeep and operation of a large facility to be generally costly regarding utilities, staffing, and equipment maintenance. In times of low business or off-season, these can strain budgets and detract from overall profitability or resources to make improvements. The dependency on local economic success from a Cook Athletic and Exposition is interwoven with the strong economic fortunes of the community. Economic decline or diversion of interest by the community will reduce attendance and participation in events, with ripple effects impacting revenue streams and long-term viability. Opportunities, a major opportunity from a Cook Athletic and Exposition is expanding its program to cover a wide range of physical therapy. This can open up a new audience of consumers who are looking to better their health and get back into recreational activities. Another opportunity can be investing in more state-of-the-art equipment and upgrading the facilities to appeal to a more modern and cleaner look. And then threats, a major one is the competition, as the Cook Athletic and Exposition faces tough adversity because there may be other spots that could provide comparable or even superior facilities. Since competitors can provide the newest technology or something different that gives them an edge, the probable customer might be enticed to them and look upon the Cook Athletic and Exposition as a less competitive.
For some of our marketing goals, we have, our first goal is to increase brand awareness by expanding reach across multiple regions through sponsorship deals. And one of our next goals is to boost membership enrollment. We can implement a rewards-based membership program to attract daily users and customers.
For our market segmentation, one way we can segment our market is through segmentation by demographics, segmented by age groups for participation with peers and recreational activities. Will broaden the ways our company can generate income. Behavioral segmentation can also help us creatively based on how competitive or casual place our market is. And finally, we can segment by frequency, as they can often help customers attend to personalize membership based on their needs.
Vendor market and decisions in vendor markers, community members, communities, and organizations. Talking about a wide range of opportunities, social economic and sporting activities, competitive tournaments, health and wellness for men and women visitors. Brand business and benefits for business and limited warranty, as well as involved safety, we address cultural activities and key social activities strategy, focus with marketing efforts, partnership with local organizations, decision-making by support with health activities. This approach embeds market reliability and reduces cost of marketing.
Okay. Jordan is a 35-year-old who lives in River Forest, Illinois. He has 2 kids who are actively engaged in sports. Jordan has many interests including fitness and wellness as well as spending time with his family. Jordan is a soccer coach of a local club and his goals are to create a welcoming environment for his practices and maintain his fitness as well as be able to spend family time. He has found it hard to balance these goals, which is where McCook Athletic and Exposition can allow Jordan to achieve.
For our promotional strategy, a good promotional strategy to get leverage on our brand exposure is to utilize community involvement, building close relationships partnering with local businesses, communities, and activities and events, incentives and discounts, SEO optimization for the website. We believe that actively engaging with the community is essential to the success of this business, which is why we came up with the fair or gathering for our business to conduct. We can build up this fair using social media campaign. During the fair, we have various tents that might have fitness classes, nutritional workshops, local vendors that can sell their products at McCook, raffles, prizes, and much more. This promotional strategy will cement McCook Athletic position as a company that fosters community growth and connections.
Early awareness is to find use. Everybody awareness 15 points. Twenty days 760,000. Operational cost 500,000. Activities 150,000. Promotional campaigns 100,000. 45,000. Municipal is 35,000. Total 1,420,000.
Next, for an action plan, an exceptional one for the Cook Athletic Exposition focuses on enhancing event qualities of the community engagement while ensuring the sustainability financially through revenue streams. Some key points include developing a yearly event calendar, digital marketing, leverage, and upgrade facilities to meet modern times. Control and monitoring system along with financial audits and performance metrics should include safety protocols to ensure steady flow of improvement, including partnership to keep in tabs on performance indicators, and help to maintain open communication with stakeholders as the plan is to deliver great experiences while keeping long-term growth created by developing a yearly event calendar. We have to outline key athletic events such as tournaments, matches, and exposition showcases, such as trade fairs and cultural exhibitions, secure high-profile participants and attract diverse audiences. Provide new attractions such as interactive sessions, phantoms, and VIP experiences. High-quality facilities, improved seating, lighting, and sound systems, longer social media platforms for running targeted campaigns, open houses, workshops, or meet and greet sessions with athletes and exhibitors, and also to create physical programs that will help build interest in the long term. The plan focuses on facility upgrades to modernize the venues and ensure that all facilities meet current safety and accessibility standards. It also focuses on operational streamlining through detailed event plan checklists to optimize staffing and volunteer management for effective delivery. The control and monitoring system focuses on maintaining transparency,